Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump's order on the 14th Amendment. As was widely anticipated, Trump unleashed a massive amount of pen-stroke policy changes. Some are executive orders. Some are memos. Some are just things he put on letterhead. We're going to go over a lot of them individually. But so far, he seems to be publishing all of them on the White House website if you want to read them yourself. There's one that has caused a lot of concern, and there's a lot of misinformation floating around. A lot of it is creating panic in people who shouldn't. I want to be clear that I don't think that this order is good, just that it isn't as wide-ranging as many believe. One of Trump's executive orders is a direct assault on birthright citizenship in the United States. It basically says people whose mother was not here legally or who was here lawfully but temporarily at the time of their birth aren't citizens. Here's the relevant text. Quote, "It is the policy of the United States that no department or agency of the United States government shall issue documents recognizing United States citizenship, or accept documents issued by state, local, or other governments or authorities purporting to recognize United States citizenship to persons, 1. When that person's mother was unlawfully present in the United States and the person's father was not a United States citizen or lawful permanent resident at the time of said person's birth. Or 2, when that person's mother's presence in the United States was lawful but temporary, and the person's father was not a United States citizen or lawful permanent resident at the time of said person's birth." That's all in subsection A of the order, and this is the section that is being quoted the most. It's also causing concern because the most quoted part is missing an important part of the order. Here's the important part that should alleviate some panic. It's section B, and it says, quote, "Subsection A of this section shall apply only to persons who are born within the United States after 30 days from the date of this order." This particular order doesn't attempt to go back and revoke existing citizenship. It only applies to persons in the future. Okay, now what happens from here? This is going to court. The odds are pretty good that it will be temporarily blocked while a case makes its way to the Supreme Court. That's a process that could take years. Under normal circumstances, I'd say there's no way an executive order is going to override the common understanding, plain reading of the 14th Amendment and the Supreme Court's previous decisions related to the topic. These aren't normal circumstances. We have no way of knowing how these legal battles will play out, and we'll have to wait to see the arguments before we can have an informed take on what is likely to happen. We're a long way from any kind of resolution on this one. As with a lot of these orders, there's going to be a series of court cases about it. The number of orders is pretty daunting, and we'll go through them as fast as we can, but we won't be able to do a video on every single one of them. We'll put the link to the list down below. As you're going through them, realize not everything on the list is an executive order. Look at the structure of the text. If you don't see various sections and subsections, it's probably a memo or just something he wrote down. There will also be a link below to a video on a relevant case. If there are specific orders or actions you have questions about, put them down below and we'll get through them as quickly as we can. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.